Welcome to the final edition of this week's highly acclaimed news broadcast, Primetime News. I'm your host, Salima Shumaifeleni Masipa. Today, we extend our warmest greetings to the esteemed founding president, Dr. Sam Shafishuna Nujoma, on the occasion of his joyous 94th birthday. Happy birthday, Tatekulu. Now we begin tonight's bulletin with the latest update on the African front of the Russian-Ukraine conflict. In a significant development, the United States envoy to South Africa has accused the country of covertly supplying arms to Russia. This accusation has elicited a strong and indignant response from Pretoria. Here are the details on this rapidly evolving story.
Ambassador Ruben Brickety told a media briefing the U.S. believed weapons and ammunition had been laden into a Russian Freightner that docked at a Cape Town naval base in December. Brickety said, according to a video of the remarks, they are confident that weapons were loaded onto the vessel, and he would bet his life on the accuracy of this assertion. He stressed that the arming of Russia by South Africa is fundamentally unacceptable. President Cyril Ramaphosa's office hit back, saying it was disappointing that Brickety had adopted a counterproductive public posture. Reporting for Primetime News, Patricia Kutsia.
In a significant announcement, the Central North Regional Electricity Distributor, or Cinered, has made a commitment to settle its outstanding debt of 2 million Namibian dollars owed to NamPower. Cinered attributes this debt to its participation in a joint venture with the Okahanja municipality 5 years ago. Recently, NamPower publicly identified Cinered as one of the clients that have failed to fulfill their monthly payment obligations as per their agreement. Now let's hear directly from the Chief Executive Officer of Cinered as they address this matter.
Let me then come back to the other company, which is the joint venture company between Okahanja municipality and Cinered. Okahanja municipality being the majority shareholder, 60%, and us 40%. That company, when we started 2017, the NamPower account from the municipality was 64 million. 64, about 60 million. We managed to bring that account down to, as we speak now, it's currently 2 million. Outstanding, 2 million. Now, this is the company that was on the NamPower cut-off list. Only Okahanja Cinered JV company is owing NamPower 2 million. We are coming from NamPower now. We've got a good sound relationship. The company itself wasn't supposed to be on the cut-off list, but we reaffirmed our relationship with NamPower, and communication is sound, and I can, with confidence, reassure the community members of Okahanja, the customers, the business members, businesses as well as our stakeholders and shareholders. Okahanja is off the list.
During a recent media briefing on the outcomes of the 42nd Association of Southern African National Road Agencies board meeting, the agency's president and Director General of the Mozambique National Roads Administration, Elias Paulo, highlighted the remarkable achievements of the association since its inception. One notable accomplishment has been the significant progress made in harmonizing standards, systems, and procedures through the development of comprehensive guidelines, among other commendable efforts. Isabel Bento brings us the details.
This was said by the Association of Southern African National Road Agencies President and Director General of the Mozambique National Roads Administration, Elias Paulo, at a media briefing on the outcomes of the 42nd Association of Southern Africa National Road Agencies board meeting, which took place in Swakopmund from 8 to 11 May. Paulo said the association established the Regional Technology Transfer and Capacity Building Program, with the objective of developing and sustaining active technology activities through effective technology centers and providing professional and technical capacity in the region. He said the Association of Southern Africa National Road Agencies has also published and disseminated new technologies through its website and database of research and development projects. Moreover, the association has hosted 8 biannual conferences in Tanzania, South Africa, Malawi, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. Meanwhile, Road Authority Chief Executive Officer Conrad Luntumbi noted that road safety is one of the main concerns in the Southern African Development Community region. He said the road network has become increasingly unsafe over the past few years. Reporting for Primetime News, Patricia Kutsia.
In a distressing incident, a 22-year-old woman was apprehended by the Namibian police in Rundu recently. The arrest followed allegations that she gave birth in her room and subsequently discarded the newborn baby in a pit latrine. Sawi Hausiku compiled this insert.
The Namibian Police Force Nampol Acting Regional Commander for the Kavango East Region, Deputy Commissioner Eino Nambahu, confirmed the incident, saying a case of child abandonment was opened against the suspect at the Rundu police station. Nambahu said the baby was discovered by a member of the community. The baby girl is alive and has been admitted to the Rundu State Hospital for medical attention. Her condition is reported to be stable. The suspect, whose identity is known but cannot be revealed before appearing in court, is a resident of the Sikanduko informal settlement.
Your top roundup is up next. Welcome to Primetime Biz, the segment that breaks down everything business and economics. During the Petroleum Local Content Policy Workshop, Minister of Mines and Energy, Tom Alwendo, emphasized the importance of ensuring that resources benefit not only the present generation, but also future generations. Let's now hear directly from the Minister as he shares his insights on this matter.
And I would like to believe that we all want our discovery to be a blessing rather than to be a curse. However, for it to be a blessing hinges mostly on our policy environment, especially our institutional and political aspect of that environment. It has been proven that countries with strong institutions, a stable political system, and an effective legal framework were able to manage their oil revenue with a positive impact on their economies and for the benefits of their citizens. That is why our President, Dr. Hage Geingob, has always extolled the virtues of systems, processes, and institutions. These are a very important framework that we need to have in place to ensure that this discovery is going to mean something positive for our country. But I have reason to believe that our institutions, our political system, and our legal framework are such that there is really no reason why the oil discovery should not be a blessing for us. What we need to do, however, is to manage the resources with a clear understanding that the resources belong to both the current and also to the future generations. Necessarily, therefore, the management of the resources must benefit both generations. And I think in this respect, the recent establishment of the Sovereign Wealth Fund that we are all aware of, the Welwitschia, is a clear move in the right direction, so where we make sure that this also going to save the future generations.
Meanwhile, in the ongoing efforts to combat corruption within the oil and gas sector and ensure that the benefits of in-country value creation reach ordinary citizens, the Minister of Mines and Energy, Tom Alwendo, stressed the crucial role of government transparency in the sector's operations. Again, let's delve deeper into the Minister's explanation on this matter.
There are many examples across the world where the oil and gas sector in some countries has become an exclusive sector for some people, dominated by a group of few individuals at the exclusion of most of the citizens, especially the ordinary citizens. Excluding the majority of the people from meaningful benefiting from the oil and gas sector has resulted in huge social inequality that fuels social discontent and at times unrest. We do not want to find ourselves in that position. It is therefore my hope that we will give serious consideration about inclusivity in our discourse. The third issue is that of transparency, as I said, and among the practical challenges that will derail the effective implementation of this policy can be corruption in the oil and gas sector. And to mitigate against corruption in the sector and ensure that in-country value creation reach ordinary citizens requires us to be transparent in all our operations. We must be fair, we must be transparent with our employment procedures, for example, with our procurement processes, and in exercising oversight over the policy implementation. The more we are transparent in all our operations, the higher the chance of realizing the objective of this policy.
Welcome to Sport Planet. We commence with the weekend's English Premier League fixtures. Now, as Manchester City aims to secure their third consecutive Premier League title, they face a crucial opportunity to take a significant step forward by defeating Everton this weekend. However, Arsenal, who have experienced a resurgence, refuse to abandon their hopes of causing an upset. The dynamic has shifted dramatically, with Liverpool's remarkable 6 consecutive wins propelling them into contention for a top 4 finish and intensifying the pressure on both Manchester United and Newcastle. Turning our attention to French football, Lionel Messi is poised to make his comeback for Paris Saint-Germain in Saturday's Ligue 1 match against Ajaccio, following a suspension imposed by the club for embarking on an unauthorized trip to Saudi Arabia. The 7-time Ballon d'Or winner was absent during last weekend's victory over Troyes, as they had skipped a training session to fulfill his obligations as a Saudi tourism ambassador. Messi subsequently expressed his apologies to the club and his teammates, resuming training with PSG on Monday. However, it appears that his time at the Parc des Princes is drawing to a bittersweet conclusion. After 2 relatively underwhelming years in France, Messi's future seems destined to take him to Saudi Arabia next season as part of a high-profile agreement that would see him follow in the footsteps of his arch-rival Cristiano Ronaldo to the Gulf Kingdom. Your sports roundup is up next. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of Primetime News. Join us again on Monday for more news updates. From myself, Salima Shumwefeleni Masipa, and the entire production team, it's good night.